at Grasshopper's distribution in Portland to investigate the claim of a food desert in the West Louisville area.
So Grasshoppers was started in 2007 by 4 farmers who came together and said they wanted to improve their offering for their CSA customers by combining their CSAs so they could have a wider variety throughout the year. And so starting there, they just started offering a 26-week produce subscription. And from there we expanded to include eggs and milk and cheese and meats and pretty much anything that you would get at the farmer's market you can get through our subscription service now. And we run 52 weeks out of the year. So we are supporting farmers throughout that whole time. We recognize that this area is a food desert. There's not a lot of places where people have access to fresh food. But at the same time, we've come to realize that a lot of the neighborhood hasn't been aware that we've been here for several years, and so that's something we're trying to work on now. Our marketing budget is very small, so what we've been doing recently is writing articles for the Portland Anchor and kind of introducing ourselves that way, and we've actually seen a lot of business come in from that and saying that they've seen the article and they're coming to check it out, and so we kind of walk them through what we do and help set up a system that will work for them, because a lot of times, or a lot of our business is done through online ordering, and a lot of people that have come in, we've realized, don't have access to a computer, at least on a regular basis. And so what we'll do is offer to set something up for them and kind of help work through that barrier there. And so we're doing outreach through that. We also work with the Portland Avenue Community Trust, and we do donate food to them, and they cook meals for homeless individuals, I think twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays. And so we donate to them and to the Center for Women and Families on a weekly basis. And so that's 2 ways that we're kind of reaching out.
Right. What other actions do you think are kind of required to change the imbalance? Mm-hmm. Based upon kind of what you spoke about in this area, I mean, as a whole, how would you want to?
I think incorporating more members of the neighborhood into our operations here is really important. We are working with, we partnered with Shawnee High School and hired one of their students just to kind of, bring and hire people from the neighborhood here. Because then that person goes out and, talks to her family about, the veggies here, and, we all take food home. And so she's bringing home kohlrabi and,
right.
Hopefully learning about that. I know just as a high schooler in general, it's a good introduction. I didn't eat that many vegetables.
Right.
But, so I think incorporating the neighborhood like that is a big part in helping and build upon just bringing more access in general. Yeah. We're a very small staff here, so it's hard to, we don't hire very often, but we are, looking to hire more individuals from the area.
Hi. So we're here to talk about our theory specifically for our project, and we're dealing with Grasshopper distributors, which they are in the Portland community. And speaking of food deserts, so we want to talk about the stakeholder theory for our project, which basically what it means is that anybody can determine the priority of a particular enterprise, and in this case they're in the local community. So really Grasshoppers kind of just aims to have an impact on the local community while providing fresh produce that are fairly priced and fairly bought, and while doing that they distribute within the local community, even to the areas, specifically the Portland neighborhood and even within the West End, to, I guess, counteract the fact that there are no places to buy fresh produce. But here they actually deliver. Not only that, but they buy from local farmers, and they give them the highest price for the produce itself. Unlike some of the local supermarkets where they, buy a higher price and give the local farmers a lower price for their crops. So really that's kind of what we talk about, and specifically to bring in an example is what maybe Adam Smith talks about, and having a fair marketplace. So basically the farmer benefits from this particular business because they're able to sell their crops, and then business provides a fair price for their food, then also distributes to the local community, impacting the neighborhood, or the neighborhoods in this case, because they're all over the place. So just an awesome operation. That's kind of what we're here to investigate and talk about, and that's what it really goes into.
So, in conclusion, we have found that while fresh produce is a lot more scarce in the Portland and West Louisville area, there are businesses and places that are working on distributing fresh produce to the communities.